All right. Welcome back to... I'm going to make this the finale. I know it probably will take a little bit because we got some big cutscenes and whatnot to go through, as well as the end credits, but this will be the finale of Suikoden. In between the last episode and this one, I spent many hours. Many hours doing one thing. First, getting everyone I'm going to be using in the final bit to level 16 on their weapon, getting them also the best equipment I could either grab off of a monster or just purchase. Now, I am still going to keep the emblems on Flick and Tyr, but other than that, I think we're fine. Also, as you can see, Tyr's level 60, Victor's level 59. We got kind of 50s kind of everywhere. That's because I was trying to just get money so I can level up the weapons. Now, I went ahead and went to... What was the name of the place? It was where we fought... Well, not really fought, but we dealt with Kasim. It was Morovia. So I went there, and that was the best place to go get some money. If you have the Prosperity Rune, 100% use that. You get easily, you can, depending on what you fight, you can get like 50,000 potch per fight. Real nice. Especially when leveling up a weapon can cost 70,000, so you almost get... Well, going from 15 to 16 costs you 70,000, so it's a massive boon to fight there and farm for money. Another thing I did was go to the Dragon's Den, not the place where the Dragon Riders are residing, but the place where we met the sleeping dragons. I need to rest. That area with the Sun King, I believe is the name of it in this translation. It's the big golden guy. He drops Window Set 3. This took 2.5-ish hours for me to actually get. That was insane. He actually also drops the Cyclone Rune, which he dropped like 4 of those. So, yay. That's why Luke currently has one, because he had so many that he dropped. Also, as I was doing some other random fights for things that I might have missed, I also went to the Floating Fortress. I cannot pronounce its name for the life of me, but... the sirens have sound set 3. Took me 20 minutes to get 2 of them. So, easily done. Now, also you'll notice I gave everyone that's going to be in the party a sacrificial Buddha. We're going to get into why that is the case later. I doubt we'll need it, but it's there just in case. The other reason why I picked more of a magical focused team is because having some heals and hit all moves is going to be really important for what we're going to run into. And honestly, let me look at the stats here. Tengar has 181 magic. Luke has 212. There is not that much of a difference. She's very respectable. As a fighter, she has more defense than Luke ever had, and she actually has better armor that she can have compared to Luke. So 100% is why I have her in the party. And she's actually been, despite the side questing, it's been fantastic. So this is all of the different sound settings. We have voices. I'm not using that. And we've got animals, instruments. Nope. And then drums. I'm going with the normal. Like I said in the previous one, I'm not a fan of any of the other melodies, really, so there's that. Alright, window. I have your final window set, which isn't really much. Now, I did notice the windows are different in this version compared to the original version. I don't have a picture of it, but essentially this one is got like roses on it. They look vastly different. These just kind of look like a normal text box window with some embellishes on the border. That's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, I like these better. I like the original better, but they're there if you prefer anything a little bit different. So, now that I've gotten that said, and there's some other mobs that I have found also in the Dragon's Den. The little elemental orb guys, they drop magic room pieces. I got several of those that I gave to Tyr. There's even enemies, and this is how I got the Master Garbs. Around Cassine's castle, there are the Clay Guardians. I forget what their names are. They drop this Master Garb. It boosts dex and gives the best defense in the game. Not everyone can wear them. Unfortunately, Tengar being one of them, I was hoping she could wear one, but nope. I had one for everyone that was going to be a part of the party, because originally I was going to have Clive be in there, which would not be a bad idea. I just really wanted to have someone else that could heal with magic than just Cleo, who has nothing but magic, but there is that. I guess just and also before we do the events that are about to happen, you want to check and make sure that there is nobody that is missing from this list. If there is, you need to go recruit the person. If you do not, you will forfeit the best ending of the game. We have everybody in this list. We have all 108 Stars of Destiny. So we are good to go. Well, technically 107. Rip Gremio. And we will go ahead and move forward. All right. Commander Tyr, Sarasade has fallen. Our way to the capital is now clear. It is time to gather our forces and attack Gregminster. Commander Tyr, please give me the order to march forward.
As the physician, let me be clear. I will not allow Sir Matthew to go into battle.
But I must go. I cannot abandon my duty. I swore to my sister Odessa. Well, I think you should stay, but we need to march. Regardless. Thank you, Commander Tyr. 20,000 Imperial troops remain within the capital. They will be desperate and prepared to fight to the death. Please gather all members of the Liberation Army. We must raise the morale of our forces. Well, we'll try to gather our leaders, at least. All right, our troops have all assembled, Sir Matthew. Commander Tyr, let's begin. Warriors of the Liberation Army, the time has come at last. This is the final hour of the tyrannical imperial regime that has oppressed us for far too long. Think of your friends, your families, and fight for them today. The earth quakes for the wrath of people. Their cries echo in the heavens. Now it is time for this to end. And if you have all 1-800 in stars, Licknut will show up. You have reached this moment at last, Tyr. The time has come to tell you everything. My sister, Wendy, lusts for revenge against this world. Centuries ago, our ancestors, the Gate Rune clan, possessed a power that led to their massacre. Wendy and I alone escaped. Using this power, the power of the Gate Rune. The Gate Rune consists of 2 runes, the front and back, or the entrance and exit. My sister possesses the front rune gate, and I the back. Our powers are 2 sides of the same coin. Then it was Wendy who tried to kill you? To increase her own power, my sister attempted to take the back gate rune from me. That is why I fled to Magician's Island. I set up wards to guard the gate rune and waited patiently, biding my time. I was waiting for someone like you to appear, Tyr. Listen, everyone. The 108 Stars of Destiny have all come together here. You are all wandering stars traveling freely across the skies, yet you have gathered to this one place. Together, you will surely be victorious.
Now wait a minute, lady. You said there are 108 stars here, but you're wrong. We're missing one.
Gremio. Tyr, I will show you the power of my gate rune. Warriors of the Liberation Army, members of the 108 Stars of Destiny, quiet your hearts. Think of your friend. Let the dimensional gates open and unite the hearts of the 108 stars and bring him here to us. Oh, I don't want to die here. There's so much more to do for the young master. That's right, I left the laundry hanging, and I need new ingredients for the stew. Huh? What? Gremio! Gremio! Cleo, pardon? Young master, You have witnessed the combined power of the Gate Rune and the 108 stars, but this will not be possible again. Our war with the Empire is nearing its end. We have not lost many of our own. Oh, we have lost many of our own. My bad. For our departed comrades, and above all, for the sake of our future, we must fight on. We must bring an end to this war, under the banner of the Liberation Army, under our commander, Tyr. Victory will be ours.
Victory will be ours.
Victory will be ours. Victory will be ours. Victory will be ours. And Gremio's back! Yay!
Y'all better put up a good fight tomorrow. Ain't that right, Sidonia?
Heh. Well, of course he's gonna just heh. Come on, man, what you can bend? This is our final chance. Gosh darn it. Oh, it's Kuramimi.
We will show them the power of kobolds. Everyone follow Kuramimi. Woof woof.
And there you have it. If you want, you could, theoretically, take Gremio with you. He is at the level he departed at. With all the stats and everything, of course, obviously. His equipment is gone. But he is there if you want him to be a part of your party. Just as a little thing there. And if you want to talk to him, Gremio will be hanging out next to your quarters.
Oh, young master, is something the matter?
No. Just glad to have a bro. All right. Now, like before, make sure you save. Oh, hey, Tyr, why the long... Oh, okay, fine. I thought no one wants to say anything about Gremio being back. Yeah, gummit. All right, so let's do that. Now, we're going to be running into, of course, the final battle. The final major battle, I should say. And the final battle eventually, but... Oh, of course, supper. Oh, come on. Why can't anyone say something about Gremio being back? Jeez. Alright, fine.
Commander Tyr, this will be our last battle. I await your orders.
Alright, advance.
Understood.
Sir Uber.
Oh, here's Kanan after all these. Yeah, That's where that little garbage man is.
The Liberation Army is approaching.
Liberation Army? Against the might of our 100,000 troops, their pathetic band of rebels can hardly be called an army. Master Tyr, we've spotted the enemy army. They number about 100,000 strong. 100,000? That's impossible. Most of that number must be monsters conjured by my sister. I will send them back to the underworld. O Gate Rune, return those summoned by thy kin to whence they came.
Sir Uber, the monsters, they're vanishing.
What? They must have Lady Wendy's sister with them. Not to worry. She stands no chance against Lady Wendy's magic on her. It's no use. I'm not strong enough to defeat my sister.
I mean, I can use the Soul Eater.
You mustn't. You must never use that rune's power. Inheritor of the Gate Rune, I'll lend you my power. O Dragon Rune, grant her your inhuman power, power to rend the heavens.
Sir Uber!
Have no fear, even without the monsters, we still have the advantage. All troops advance!
Alright. This is the last battle. Well, the final battle. Final major battle. We're about to get into the last dungeon after this, so... And here we are fighting Uber with 20,000.
Scum! Trash! How dare you defy me? I'll slaughter you!
Karamimi?
I don't think so.
Of course, Karamimi. Of course. Well, we actually found out you have to have less units for this to work, so why not?
The fiery spirit of youth has returned to me.
Can we get some people to trade over to our side? No? Okay. I figured as much, but why not? Why not give it a shot, you know?
Leave it to me, my lord. The enemy's planning bow attack. Good luck, sir.
Alright, well, what we're gonna do here is... strategist.
Time to demonstrate the power of my wisdom.
Alright. And then... Maximilian!
I swear by the honor of the Knights of Maximilian!
Oh yeah, I guess you could actually also train up Maximilian. Completely forgot about that. Ooh, we lost quite a bit. But they lost more than us, so I guess there's that.
Leave it to me. He's planning magic attack. Good luck, sir.
Okay, so they're doing magic attack. We don't want to do charge, but we can do dragons.
Behold the power of my dragon.
Just straight up. Really nice to just get that out of the way. And our last ninja. He's planning Uber charge. Good luck. Okay, so we're going to need Children of the Runes. All right. $5,000 on the dot. Wow. All right, thieves. Can you pull this off? Please do something. Anything we'll use? Well, I could... Oh my gosh. Of course. Well, he's only been he hasn't used magic. Alright, let's... And there we go, we're back! Yay! Alright, let's go. Oh no, dadgummit. Of course they used magic the turn I couldn't figure it out. Oof. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Please do not. That's not what I asked. They did charge before, then they went magic. It would make sense that they would do bow. But golly. Would they really do two of those? Possibly. I don't know. By the name of my sword, Korinji, I shall defeat you. Okay. It's a charge attack. Not ideal. Can you please find out? Jeez. Charge attack. Okay. Thank you for finding out. Your other two compatriots are absolutely useless. There we go. New one. Hopefully no one died. Or forces one, I guess.
Looks like this is the end of the line. This is it. The end of the Empire. Ah, well, I have no regrets.
Commander Tyr, looks like we're just in time.
I am Hanzo, head of the Rukaku Ninja. We've been hiding out in the fields waiting for a moment to arrive.
Chief Hanzo, you're alive.
As you could see, but I had to keep it a secret. Forgive me.
No, don't apologize.
You've come a long way, Commander Tyr. We of the Warriors Village stand with you. It's been a magnificent battle, the likes of which we have not seen for a long time. If only our father, Cliff the Crusader, was here.
Hey, Tyr, we don't have time to listen to this little geezer prattle on for hours. We gotta store him Gregminster.
He is correct on that. All right.
Look at us, Tyr, backing Gregminster. And under very different circumstances from when we escaped. Now then, all that's left is for us to bring down Barbarossa. Time to take the palace, Tyr.
Commander, take me with you. I want to avenge Edessa with my own hands. Please.
Now, you are forced to take both Flick and Victor. That's why I made sure they were properly leveled during the entire playthrough. Thankfully, none of our Stars of Destiny died. Otherwise, that would have been weird. Alright. Gonna take Cleo. Luke. And Tengar.
Please, be careful, Commander dear. We may have defeated the Imperial army, but the Emperor himself is a formidable foe.
Sir Matthew, you mustn't strain yourself. Being outside will only worsen your injuries.
Please, dear, finish what Odessa started.
Please, don't strain yourself too much. Okay. You can go in any of these buildings. Ah, welcome! And you can buy stuff if you feel it's necessary. Thinking of shopping here. Don't do it. You'll get swindled.
Shut up. Get out of here if you want to mess with my business.
I mean, they're not wrong. If you want to buy, and this is where you can buy the best equipment in the game. So if you wanted master's robes that you can never get before, silver hats are the best here. But of course, as you see, it's expensive. What we're going to funnily do is we're going to kind of check the different... Of course, that house is locked. But hers is open. Interesting. Let's see. I think we're pretty much good. Yeah. So this doesn't seem like you can actually leave due to the circumstances, but you can. You can actually go back to all of the beginning towns and even the different areas that you haven't been to in such a long time. But the reason why I'm doing this specifically, and this sounds weird, is I'm aiming to make sure that we don't have to worry about anything equipment-wise. Now, you saw how expensive that silver hat was, but it was such a big boon to everyone's defensive stat. It's still expensive here, but not nearly as bad. I can actually afford one for everyone here, where I couldn't previously. And you'll also see, like, the master's robes are still kind of expensive, but again, they're not nearly as bad. The earth shields, again, are the best, but you could find them. They're pretty easy to get. Recovers HP each turn as well. You want to make sure you equip those because those are really good. And where we're going, especially for you, you want to make sure you have not only the most defense, but also a way to just have a regen effect. That's just top tier. Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, while I was farming for money in between episodes, in the fort, the castle I was in doing the farming for money, I think, I don't know what mob actually had it, but it was a mix with ninjas and other knights and stuff, but they actually had the fortune rune. So there is a way in-game to get the fortune rune, but it's a drop, which is kind of insane. Alright. Seems a bit weird to break it up like that. It's like, oh yeah, we just got to Gregminster and now we're back. But no, in all legitimate sense, we are going to be going back to Gregminster and we're not leaving. It was just to get that piece of armor. Alright. But here's someone we haven't seen yet. This is the guy that was also mentioned as someone formidable.
It's been a long time, Master Tyr.
I remember now. You let us go back at Kawaba Fortress, despite our piss-poor acting.
Indeed, your name was Stockreihem back the Third, if I recall correctly.
So, what do you want? We need you to step aside.
I'm afraid I can't. I'm an Imperial General, after all.
Don't you get it? The Imperial Army is finished. Stand aside. I hate to kill someone I owe a debt to.
If the Imperial Army has fallen, so be it. I will not betray Emperor Barbarossa. I, Iron Guide, swore an oath of loyalty. If I were to betray him, who would he have left? Now, Master Tyr, if you wish to go any further, you must do so over my dead body.
Alright, we have to fight Iron Guide. Now, this is a boss, so you can just use your best stuff. And since we're right at the beginning, the entrance of the dungeon, it being Gregminster, we can just leave and come back. So that's what I would honestly suggest to do. Now, there are a couple things. If you want to have a... Let me see if I can get this. I know there was a book that talked about doing more powerful rune abilities, but you have to use the most powerful form of it. I can't remember. I know Cleo and Flick can do one, but I don't know if... I think it was Earth and Wind. It's either Earth or Wind or Earth and Thunder. I don't remember. No, it wasn't Thunder. Okay. But they did redo... Oh, dude, that looks so good. Okay. It's Wind and Earth. Does quite a bit of damage there. But he does have quite the response to us, so make sure you're able to go against him. Unfortunately, we only have one of those with Flick. Otherwise, we could have done the one with him and Cleo. So we'll just use that. It'll be fine. We'll do Storm, and with her, we'll do Earthquake. Again, the two of them separate would have done more, but it's kind of interesting just to see the abilities that the two rune thing can do. Alright, let's get ourselves healed. Seems to be somewhat resistant to thunder. Ow, that's not cool. Okay, not too bad. One more judgment. He has taken a lot of damage. So, don't take... Oh, yeah, we're totally win. We're gonna win. It's just, this guy can take a lot of punishment. That's why I'm using all the super heavy stuff. And taking the fact that you can leave and then come back as a bonus. And he's... After 3 judgments and other massive spells hitting, he's still going. This goes to show you, he's not a joke. He's the toughest of the generals that we've had to face. But we do win. We exhaust a lot of our power doing so, but...
My Emperor! Go on ahead. Fool. You had it all wrong. Yeah, he died for the wrong cause. But some things are just worthless even if they're right. Maybe some things can be worthwhile even if they're wrong.
And it forces you into the castle. Well, the courtyard. But you want to leave. And go ahead and head on out. I don't know if you can. Let's see if we can actually stay. No, it's locked. Okay. Marie was running that inn, so it's understandable that we can't actually go there. Can we actually go to the inn here? I would much rather... well, yes, we... Oh! There's new enemies here. Well, that would make sense. That's a decent amount of money there. Rockland. Can we stay for the night? Well, why is there two of you? Rum, mead, sake, brandy, you name it, we've got it all. But none for you quite yet. Come back in a year or two. Okay, fine. 30 potch per person. Okay, I am fine with that. All right. I guess if you wanted to fight around Gregminster to see if there's anything else you actually wanted, you could. But most times, it's might as well just go on ahead. All right. Obviously, there's a treasure chest here. And you want to make sure... well... you save your spells. You can use the insta-death ones from the Soul Eater, but I would save those unless you run into an enemy that's really nasty. Oh, Windspun Armor. I believe that is for... heavy people like Humphrey. So, if you have Humphrey or Pesmeriga... well, actually, Pesmeriga can't have his armor removed, so... oh, great. No pants. Alright, well, we got no pants. Oh, come on. Are you serious? It seems kind of somewhat weird that we're just autoing a lot of these. It's because of the fact that it's... oh, geez. Colossus. Okay, this is going to be something I'll use Finger of Death on. Actually... I don't mind doing a shredding. Again, I want to avoid using spells if I can. But the Colossus is pretty nasty if you're not careful. Of course, you attacked the one person that wasn't hit previously. But at least you got rid of him, Victor. Not bad on the money. Okay. I don't know why I keep thinking there's something back there. There's not. I'm gonna use your Mega Medicine on Flick. He's hurting pretty bad. Alright, so we want to head this way. Ooh, phantoms. Yeah, this is gonna be a hell field. The Echidna along with these phantoms. Yeah, no, I ain't having none of that. That's a lot of money. And that's without the prosperity rune. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, come on. Flick! Why? Well, not Flick. Why am I blaming Flick? It's Victor! He's got armor that increases his dex, which does determine your accuracy in this game. And for some reason, he continues to just have those moments where he just does not hit. I don't know why. But because it's crazy, because I actually leveled him up this time. Because I think the first time I played through it, I did it completely blind. So the only thing I had was a recruitment guide, so I could get the best ending. But man, there was some crazy moments. One of them being when I got to this point, I had not leveled up Flick or Victor very well. I had a whole other party set, and then when I realized I had to use the both of them, I'm like, no! I think Victor was decently leveled because he's required through a lot of the game, but he was like maybe in the 40s. Flick was like at base level. He was so low leveled, and his weapon was not good. It made it for a rough ride. So, which is hilarious because in this version of playing it, I didn't have the cheat for money, so I had to go. I went and farmed for my money, which inherently made everyone stronger. Golly, they're not doing too hot. I feel like I should have bought more medicine. I'm just gonna use hell. That way I don't have to heal like that again. Alright, there we go. No longer having to deal with that. But, as you can tell, they're sending everybody. Because it's like, hey, we got the enemy in our castle. We're gonna send every person who's loyal to deal with the threat, and well, we're doing it. It's interesting that Licknot's like, no, you must not use the power of that rune. Yet throughout pretty much the whole game, we've been using it. There isn't like a contingency on how often you use it on to whether or not you get a good or bad ending. It's tied to the Stars of Destiny. And there isn't like a morality aspect behind any of that either, so I don't know. Golly. Keep on heading, well, I was going to say heading this way, but I don't. It's going to be the last hell we have. Golly. Because there's so many of these soldiers. Okay, we got a Mega Medicine out of that, so that's not too bad. Horned Helmet. Okay, that is also something that I got while doing all the farming stuff. They're dropped by some of the elite soldiers. Oh, are you serious? That are in the floating fortress. Those are more for Pesmeriga and Humphrey, and even Hicks can wear it. So that is something you want to use. Just keep that in mind. What's up here? Oh, there. Okay. Then what was over here? And why do I not remember? Oh. Power Ring. Okay. We got that. Okay, well, I can't use Hell here, but what we'll do is we'll just get work done, I guess. Oh my goodness. Victor, why? Jeez. And we got another power ring. Okay, cool. Alright, so if you want to save before the final fight, go ahead and do that. What I'm gonna do, actually, is give him the power ring. I'm also going to give... I'm gonna give Flick the other one. Because it is a big boost in defense, and the magic up is not going to be as much... It isn't going to be as necessary as the defense at this point. I'm going to save it, but I'm saving it on a different slot in case weird things happen to my recording. So far, things have seemed fine. But I guarantee there will be some time that something weird will happen. But you want to go up this long hallway. And that was a long running it. Imagine in the first game where you had to walk it. But this is where Fletch got the flower. You can see where he plucked it. But up at top.
Well, well, Tyr, commander of the Liberation Army. You've come so far. Come, look at my garden. The flowers are in full bloom. Beautifully, is it not? Yet it is all that remains of my empire. Tyr, with my own hands, I will protect this garden. I will defend the last piece of my empire to the bitter end. Dragon King Sword, give me your strength.
And he transforms himself into a three-headed dragon. Alright. Yeah, this guy is not a joke. What you want to do... Oh, jeez. I'm trying to remember. There's one head that heals. You want to kill it. I believe it's the left. I'm gonna aim for it. And I did not heal before this. Dadgummit, why did I do that? You know what? We're gonna do this. The only time we'll be able to do it. Alright, we're gonna do also Storm. We're going to do Earth Guardian. Now, the reason why you want to kill the one that can heal is because he can also revive the other heads. Which is really bad. Also, this is the final boss, so... What was that? Oh my goodness, my controller. It disconnected for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if y'all heard that. I don't think you would have, but... Hopefully it does not... Thankfully this is not... Okay, it's probably out of battery. I can easily fix that. I think. We'll see. Alright. I was not paying attention to what was doing what. Daggone it. Alright. We are going to be in trouble if we don't do this right. I don't know how well, if at all, that'll affect things, but we'll try to get this to work. Okay, that one is completely immune to Luke's abilities. Ow. We're gonna do another final judgment on the last one. Attack. Do a lightning ball. We're gonna do... I am gonna do a flood of kindness, even though that is not... Actually, we'll just do an attack. We'll have Luke do a healing wind. Because her healing's for everybody. I don't want to waste that. Can we get this thing to go down? That is the question. Well, that's just rude. I'm gonna use Black Shadow. Again, just use all of the... You can use all of the AoE spells, but you want to make sure you get rid of the one on the left. I know Luke hasn't really been doing anything as far as damage on that left head, but that's fine. Okay, he's just gonna continue that. That's okay. As much as I don't care for that's fine. It's better than you actually doing any healing to yourself. The middle head does AoE attacks, the right head does single, and then I think the left heals, if I remember right. Yeah, just keep going for Earthquake. This is a pretty tough boss. If you don't have good damage, it can take forever. And especially if you haven't leveled up your characters, this can take so long. There we go. We got the left head. Alright, now we just need to focus. Honestly, the right head's going to be better to go against. Still using Black Shadow. I will have Victor aim that one. And we'll have Flick aim for the right one as well. We're going to do Fog of Kindness. And now that all of the heads are going to get attacked by Luke's... the other two have been taking damage from Luke's attacks and Tengar's. Well, also Tyr's AoEs. This will be a lot better off. I can't remember... I might be doing it bad with Flick. I don't remember if his will hit the right head or not. We'll find out. Okay, it does. It's not fantastic, but it's better than nothing. Alright, we got the... Nice. We were able to get 2 of the heads down. That is fantastic. Now all we gotta do is focus on this middle one. We'll just use Tyr and Victor's attack. We'll still try with that. We'll do Flood of Kindness. You will do the Shredding. And I'll have her use her last Earthquake. So yeah, even doing Black Shadow on it, just being the single one, would be fine because it's doing more damage that way. Okay, yeah, that's not taking any damage from Flick's magic. Alright, well that's fine. Black Shadow, attack, attack. We'll do just an attack. You can do Shining Wind, and you can do... I don't know if Gaia's voice will work, but we'll try it. And don't worry about a second phase as well, that's why you're free to just use all of the spells for this fight. This is the final boss. Okay, it does work, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. Alright, well, we're gonna use more Black Shadow. Gonna continue using that, and we'll have Tengar just attack. Because I don't know how much damage her normal attack will do. We'll figure that out. It might be better just to still continue to use the... Oh, never mind. We finished it. And here are his generals.
Your Majesty. Kasim. You've changed, Your Majesty. Why? We believed in you. Kasim, miss the days we fought together, side by side. You were misled by that woman, Windy. Barbosa, oh my, you've already lost? So much for the Golden Emperor. How dare you insult the Emperor? Oh, don't be silly. Your Majesty. It's your turn, Tyr. The Empire has fallen. But your Soul Eater is still mine. Give it to me now.
What happened? Oh. The souls it has taken. Odessa, Gremio, Tio, and... Tad. They're refusing her to have it.
Why do you spurn me, Soul Eater? You control life and death, devour souls. Don't you see we're meant for each other? Together we can take our revenge on this wretched world. And yet you reject me. You, the most cursed of runes. Even you refuse to accept me?
Stop. That's enough, Wendy.
What are you doing? I'll destroy you with my magic.
It's no use, Wendy. The sovereign rune on my Dragon King sword wards off any form of magic. Even that of the gate rune.
But you said the black rune.
I lied.
What are you doing, Barbossa?
I loved you.
Liar. You only loved the parts of me that reminded you of her.
That's not true. I wanted to ease the sorrow that lies deep within your eyes. The sorrow of one shunned by others. I loved you, but that was a mistake. My one and only mistake, and it cannot be forgiven.
Please, don't do this to me, Barbossa.
I have only myself to blame for the loss of my empire. Tyr, what brave new world will you build in its stead?
Emperor Barbossa. Please, Emperor.
Your Majesty. Farewell.
It's the end of the Emperor. Yes, and the end of the Empire. This place ain't gonna hold much longer. We better escape.
Well, are you coming?
We'll be right behind you.
Run. This place won't last much longer.
Emperor Barbossa.
Your Majesty.
Well, we got a classic get out of Dodge for this place. So we gotta do what we can to leave before this place collapses on us. Oh, thank you for saving it right there, I guess.
It's the Liberation Army dogs! Don't let them out alive! Here, I'll hold them off. You go on ahead.
But no, Victor! Don't be ridiculous!
This country still needs you, Tyr. As for me, whatever rises from the ashes of the Empire, there won't be much of use to it when the fighting's done. Look, it'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be right behind you. Flick, take care of Tyr. Let's go, Commander. He's doing it all for us.
He's doing it for all of us. No.
Now, boys, step on up if you're ready to die. You'll have to rip my heart from my chest before I stop fighting.
Oh, jeez, Victor. Being a bit of a boss there. But yes. We are down... Oh, my goodness. Thankfully, we can just let go. We're high enough leveled we can let go. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, Fleck! Careful, you fool! Tyr, Odessa chose you. She chose you to rebuild this country. No way I'm letting you get killed here. I'd never hear the end of it when I see her in the afterlife. Go, Tyr. Finish what we've waited for
so long. It's so poorly... Okay.
What Odessa fought and died for. Hurry, go!
Don't you die here.
It's a little early for me to see Odessa again. Our reunion can wait until I prove my worth.
Dude, you've already done that. You have shown your qualities, my sir.
Where's Tyr?
Went on ahead.
Now we can fight to our heart's content.
Yeah. Too bad it's you who I'm fighting alongside. Terrified this way. We must avenge the Emperor.
Let's go, Celestial Sword.
Jeez, work me to death, why don't you?
It's weird that they call it Star Dragon Sword. They don't call it the Star Dragon Sword, but then the Star Dragon Sword, whatever.
I swear on my sword, Odessa, you shall not pass.
It's weird that they give the Star Dragon Sword name to Barbossa, because the original text had Victor's weapon as the Star Dragon Sword, not Celestial. I don't know. But, look, we won! I can't believe it, we won!
Yes, the Empire has finally met its end.
We did it. We really did it, Savanya. Kerkis. It's finally over, Master Tyr.
How did you get all the way over there? You're in my party!
Our Empire has fallen.
Look, Tengar, we won. We defeated the Empire.
Also, she's in my party. Why is she here?
Ow! Quit pulling on me so hard. Oh, sorry. Guess that means Black has been avenged.
It's over.
Hey, old man. Glad you got to be a part of this before kicking the bucket.
Quit calling me old man.
Master Lucan, those voices. Have we won?
Yes, that's right.
I see. Master Lucan, I've long despised war. I've always felt it wrong to take the life of another, no matter the reason. Yet as a military strategist, I've been responsible for the loss of countless lives. I wonder if I made it the right choice. Perhaps I should have stayed in the village, wheeling away the year's fishing.
Well, Sir Matthew, to answer that question. Have you fallen asleep, Sir Matthew? Rest in peace, my friend. You've accomplished so very much.
And in the aftermath, Matthew passes. Tyr turned down the position of the first president of Tauren Republic, and chosen as his first president is Lepant. Matthew passed away. Luke disappeared along with Flicknut. Humphrey left Tauren Republic with Fletch without stating where they go. Kasim turned down the position of Commander-in-Chief to help strengthen northern defenses. Kawanda took up the position of Commander-in-Chief. Pesmerga left. Gremio followed after Tyr. Warren became the first chairman of the Tauren Republic Congress. Kunto was head of the Merchants Guild. Cleo, weary of battle, she protects Tio, who's home to this day. Victor disappeared in the midst of the final battle. Valeria became the commanding officer of the Republic Army and a mediator. Griffith refused to join the Republic Army. Clive left. Flick disappeared. Camille appointed bow staff instructor. Kreutz invited to join but declined and left the Republic. Stallion took off. Kage left for some faraway place. Fusalu briefly returned to the Cobalt village before departing. Kirkus devoted himself to rebuilding the village of the elves. Village spends the rest of his days watching the graves where Barbossa and Claudia lie. Pan left on a journey. Sonia took over the Torn Republic Navy. Anji began using his ship trade to make a legitimate. Returned to the village of Kaku. Taiho did his thing. Kanak joined Anji in the business. Yamku joins... I can't keep up with all this. All right. So all this is showing what our compatriots have done after the fact of the war. This is the end of Suikoden, everyone. It's crazy, I tell you. I honestly thought this game was longer than it actually is. I forgot how short the first one is. The second game is much longer. Now, I'm not going to immediately play the second, and there's a reason for it. I wanted to look at the achievements for the remaster to see if there was a certain thing, I'm not going to talk about it, but there's a certain achievement for completing a certain side quest in 2, and you basically have to speedrun the game. For those who know, you know. That is going to take quite a few tries from me. I don't know how to do it efficiently. I've tried, and I've horribly just not been able to do it. So, what I'm going to be trying to do between the end of this and the start of the second game is continue to try doing that. Now, that's not going to be the official playthrough that you're going to see that. I am going to have those scenes recorded when I'm able to get it, and I'll have it there for you to watch. I don't know how I'm going to edit that, but that's the idea. I want to make sure I can get that done, because I want to show everything. Also, I want that achievement to say I can actually do it. I don't know if they did it differently from this. It could be that they did it differently. I doubt it, because this is a very, very faithful remaster of the first game. They did some of the UI, as far as, like, not all of it, but some of the UI differences compared to the original version of the game that are improvements, which thank you for doing that. This has been a blast to play. I love this game so much, and I want to play the second one. I just won't do it right away. Again, these were this is an LP that's supposed to be kind of sparse throughout the Monday through Friday, but Saturday is 100% always going to be a video, but these were going to be sparse throughout the week. The second game is probably going to be more of a Saturday LP anyway, because I want to have a dedicated day for that. Now, that being said, well, that's really nice for Savanya. One thing I want to do, there probably would be a break between between now and when the next random LP is going to show up. Again, I did this because I really wanted to make sure I could get this done, and I knew I could have it kind of sparse throughout, because this is not really as popular of a game out there, which I think it should be. It is a phenomenal game. Now the the credits roll after it tells you, okay, this is what happened to everyone. So there will be a break between these LPs that I do that are kind of in the middle of the week. I don't know how long of a period of time that's going to actually be, But I'm going to be working on things in the background. I don't know exactly how much time I'm going to be able to devote to an LP, because I was using this as a way to kind of help generate some creative thinking, and in the meantime, I have come up with an idea that I want to try to do something. I don't want to say anything yet about it, but I'll be working on that throughout the week rather than making this content. Now, I will still be recording and editing and all that stuff for the Saturday LP, but all the other energy that would have been put to making an LP that goes throughout the week, I am having that dedicated to to the project I want to work on. Again, I'm not really going to spoil anything about it, but I'm hoping that I can get somewhere in it. I'm going to see. But I have different ideas of playthroughs that I want to... Special things to never. Lucky? Okay. Interesting. There might be some interesting names out there. Title and ending demo. Okay. Did they used to call that a demo? I guess. Now, I have what I don't mind talking about, and I would encourage you to say something in the comments of what your thought is. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do for the next time I start doing a during the week playthrough. Again, keep this in mind. I don't make it insanely long, hey, of a game. Though, while yes, it would be more often that I could put it up, it's going to take more time to actually make it. I'm going to more or less dedicate more time and effort for making the Saturday ones for the longer games out there. So if there's a short game you can think of that would be great, that's fine. I was thinking, and I don't know how long these games are, which is why your input helps. I was thinking of things because I mulled it back and forth for quite a bit, but I've never actually sat down and played one. Some of the Pokemon, like, mystery dungeon stuff, I know I was asked about it a couple of years ago if I would ever do one. It would have to be completely blind, so that'll be something. There's that. Another one that I thought about possibly doing is, and again, this is going to be kind of more of a probably tied to doing the... Yeah, that was the end of the original credits. This is for the remake, or the remaster. For this, other than the mystery dungeon, I thought about doing some, like, kind of, hey, just even one-off videos of random games I love playing, just because, like, this is kind of weird, but, like, Subnautica, it is just, I love the building games, I love the ocean, and that kind of stuff is just fascinating. I like it. Whether it's stuff like playing through, and I actually did consider this, again, I would have to, like, play enough of the game to get everything unlocked again, but playing through and doing a proper playthrough because one of the first LPs I was actually serious about doing was Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. And golly, my commentary, editing, and all that was garbage back in the day. Please don't watch it. Just please don't. I thought about like kind of like how I did with Pokemon Heart Gold, doing a proper playthrough of that. Then and having like all the proper kind of like it kind of like I did with Sacred Stones, having all the paths something you can watch.
And guess what? I'd have way more fun with it than I did Three Houses.
Golly. I can't rant about that game enough. But sorry. Laughs of pain. Also just kind of random things as well. I might even try to upload some videos of like maybe having and this is just kind of my thinking, is like a highlights of some of the streams I've been in with people I've done collabs with, and then putting like because I've been in a group where I've been playing games on Wednesday nights. I don't stream it because I have all the technical issues apparently when I try to stream, so I haven't bothered. But I did record one of the streams. I want to see if I can put that together and make a highlight video of that and maybe have the full stream up as a member thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I wanted to make sure at least the recording aspect of it, if it's actually good to go, or are there issues. So there's that. I might kind of throw some random stuff going up throughout the week, but that's kind of just ideas that I've got. But if there's actual like games you want me to play through that you think are short that could work, by all means, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you liked this playthrough, please, by all means, please share it, because I want people to see this game for themselves. I want people to see it. I want them to love because golly, this has such a good story. It's better than really in most current games anyway. So, it is a phenomenal remaster, and props to the people who made it. It is super faithful. They took out, I would say, most of the bizarre translations. That last bit was kind of weird, but you can see Tyr and Gremio leave the castle. He didn't want to be king. He didn't think it was something he should have done. So, dude, I got 3 achievements all at once. One's for completing the game, then completing on hard mode, and then having all 108 Stars of Destiny. Nice. I love this screenshot. This is fantastic. I'll leave it here. But 100%, if you like Suikoden at all, this is a phenomenal remaster. 100%, I would suggest you pick it up. If you have never seen Suikoden, I would suggest you pick this game up. It is fantastic. Its sequel, Suikoden 2, is just as good, if not better, depending on who you ask. I actually really love both stories. This one has a heart-wrenching story to it, has some crazy good storytelling, and the second one is just as good about doing so. So, man, current games can't match this concept of making a good story, apparently. You will occasionally run into some games that do that, but most current games, not even close. But I'll leave that here. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure. It is fantastic. I love it dearly. We'll come back for the sequel at some point in the future. But again, like I said, I want to make sure I can do that speedrun bit. Because golly, that's going to be really tough. Like, no joke, you have to speedrun it and basically skip half the dialogue to even get to that point. Whoo, it's rough. But I'm up for the challenge. I've played through the game. Somewhat. I've played through it once, kind of somewhat halfway a second time. But it's always me trying to do speedrun stuff and I can't get it done. So I'm going to have to learn that. So I can get those scenes done for you. But I will see you all, I guess, on Saturday at this point. As I play through whatever game's going on at that. Probably still Skyward Sword, but it might be over by the point this comes out. I do not know. I will see you all later.